The power of silent attraction. Mastering the art of presence. Welcome to the Top Stoic Channel, where we explore the profound impact of silent attraction, an art that goes beyond mere appearance and leaves a lasting impression on those around us. True magnetism doesn't always come from words. Sometimes it's the quiet confidence, the aura of self-assurance, and the way you carry yourself that captivate others. As Lao Tzu wisely said, silence is a source of great strength. In this journey, we uncover the subtle yet powerful habits that enhance your presence without the need for constant expression. It's not about changing who you are. It's about refining and amplifying the essence that makes you uniquely compelling. By mastering these practices, your silent allure will speak volumes, drawing people in without a single word. Think about it. How do the most intriguing individuals command attention without effort? What makes some people unforgettable, even in their quietest moments? The answers lie in the nuances of body language, self-mastery, and an unshakable inner confidence. We invite you to reflect on these principles, integrate them into your life, and observe how they transform your interactions and self-perception. How will you harness the power of understated charm? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's embark on this journey together toward effortless silent attraction. Number 1. The invisible signature. Captivating through fragrance. In the art of silent attraction, there exists a force so subtle, yet so powerful, that it can leave an unforgettable imprint on someone's memory, without a single word exchanged. This force is none other than the enchanting world of fragrance. Imagine the magic of a scent, one that lingers in the air long after you've left. One that evokes emotions so deep, it feels as though you've touched someone's soul. A signature fragrance isn't just a pleasant aroma, it's an extension of your presence. A whisper of your personality. An invisible yet undeniable accessory that enhances your allure. Why does fragrance hold such significance in the realm of silent attraction? In a world saturated with visual and auditory distractions, scent operates on a different level, one that is intimate, instinctive, and deeply personal. While people may forget what they see or hear, they rarely forget a fragrance that stirs something within them. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This wisdom applies perfectly to the choice of fragrance. Who do you want to be in the minds, or rather, the senses, of those around you? What story do you wish to tell without speaking? Your scent is more than just a pleasant detail. It's a reflection of your essence. A silent statement of your presence, and a reminder of your aspirations. But how does one select the perfect fragrance? It begins with self-awareness. Look inward and define the core of your personality. Are you serene and introspective, drawn to calming, earthy notes of sandalwood and moss? Or do you carry the fire of adventure, gravitating toward bold, spicy aromas of cedar and amber? Do you find solace in the crisp, clean embrace of an ocean breeze? Or do you resonate with the warm sweetness of vanilla and musk? Your fragrance should act as a mirror to your soul, something so uniquely you that when others catch a whiff, it brings your presence to life. Even in your absence, it should linger in the minds of those you encounter, forming an association so strong that it becomes part of your identity. So, what does your fragrance say about you? Does it tell the story you want it to? Remember, the goal isn't merely to be noticed but to be remembered, to create a connection that transcends sight and sound. One that is felt on a deeper, more instinctive level. In this journey of silent attraction, your scent becomes a testament to your individuality, a silent yet powerful means of expression. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In other words, while the world clamors for attention with noise and spectacle, you can leave a lasting mark through something as subtle as the perfect fragrance. Let your scent be your silent signature, an unspoken presence that captivates, intrigues, and lingers in the minds of those you meet. Number 2. The power of authenticity. Embracing your true self. In a world that often rewards conformity, authenticity stands as a quiet yet powerful force, an unshakable foundation of individuality. It is not about being different merely to stand out, but about honoring your true nature, beliefs, and values. When you embrace who you are without pretense, you become silently magnetic, drawing others toward you through the sheer depth of your sincerity rather than the volume of your words. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "Let to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man." These words remind us of the rare and invaluable nature of authenticity in a world filled with superficiality. To be truly yourself is to be someone others can trust, respect, and connect with on a level that transcends mere appearances. But what does it really mean to live authentically? It means aligning your actions with your values, speaking your truth even when it is inconvenient, and refusing to wear the masks that society so often expects us to don. It means standing firm in your beliefs while allowing room for growth, and embracing your imperfections rather than concealing them. This journey, however, is not without its challenges. To live authentically requires courage, the courage to be vulnerable, to face judgment, and to walk a path that is uniquely yours. It demands deep introspection, an unwavering commitment to self-awareness, and the resilience to remain true to yourself even when the world tries to mold you into something else. Yet, the rewards are profound. Authentic people attract relationships of depth and sincerity, fostering connections that go beyond the surface and touch the soul. So take a moment to reflect. Are you living in alignment with your true self? Do your actions reflect your deepest values? Or have you been dimming your light to fit into the expectations of others? In what ways might you be compromising your authenticity for the sake of acceptance? The pursuit of authenticity is not a destination but an ongoing journey, one of continuous self-discovery and growth. It is about becoming more comfortable in your own skin, more aligned with your purpose, and more attuned to the quiet strength within you. And in doing so, you don't just cultivate silent attraction. You inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-acceptance. So, I urge you, embrace your authenticity. Let it be your guiding light in building meaningful connections and living a life that is true to who you are. It is in the still moments of self-reflection that we uncover our most genuine selves. And it is in the bravery to be real that we form the deepest bonds with others. What step can you take today to live more authentically? How can you honor your unique qualities in your daily interactions? Share your thoughts, your struggles, and your victories. Together, let's create a space where authenticity is not just acknowledged, but celebrated. Number 3. The power of absence. Why not being always available enhances your charm? In the realm of silent attraction, there's an often overlooked yet profoundly powerful principle: the art of not being perpetually available. There is something undeniably magnetic about a person whose time is valuable, someone who is engaged in a life full of purpose, passion, and self-growth. This isn't about playing games or creating artificial distance. It's about demonstrating that your presence is a privilege, not a guarantee. When you strike the right balance between accessibility and autonomy, you transform your time into something precious, something that others genuinely appreciate and seek out. Instead of being someone who is always at the beck and call of others, you become someone whose presence is meaningful, whose company is anticipated, and whose energy is valued. Consider Jimmy, a person much like anyone you might know. For years, Jimmy was always available, answering every call, responding to every message instantly, attending every gathering without hesitation. But one day, Jimmy made a conscious choice to shift his priorities. Instead of always being within reach, he started dedicating time to personal projects, self-improvement, and pursuits that truly mattered to him. The change was subtle yet significant. His friends didn't feel abandoned, rather, they became intrigued. Where was Jimmy? What was he working on? Instead of fading into the background, he became someone worth wondering about, someone whose presence was now more valued because it was no longer taken for granted. This principle is so compelling because it forces us to reflect on how we allocate our most limited and precious resource, time. In a world that glorifies constant availability and instant responses, choosing where and how to invest your time is a silent yet powerful statement of self-worth. When you are always available, your presence becomes expected, routine, even overlooked. But when you set boundaries, when you allow space for yourself and your own endeavors, you not only enrich your own life but also elevate the way others perceive you. So ask yourself, are you making your time too easily accessible? How can you create space for your own growth while still maintaining meaningful connections? Remember, true allure isn't about being everywhere at once. It's about being missed when you're not around. Number 4. The silent power of style. Expressing yourself through fashion. Before we ever speak a word, our style speaks for us. It is a silent introduction, a reflection of our essence, and a visual language that can convey confidence, individuality, and depth. The way we dress tells a story, one that is uniquely ours, allowing us to express who we are without uttering a single syllable. Fashion, however, is often misunderstood. It is not about chasing fleeting trends or showcasing wealth. Rather, it is an introspective journey of self-expression. The true art of dressing well lies in selecting clothing that not only flatters our physique but also resonates with our personality. When done right, our wardrobe becomes a seamless extension of ourselves, an external manifestation of our inner world. Much like a well-composed piece of music, our fashion choices create a symphony of colors, textures, and silhouettes that reflect our identity. When we align our personal style with our true self, we naturally exude a quiet magnetism that draws others in. It's not about the brand on the label. It's about the harmony between who we are and how we present ourselves to the world. Marcus Aurelius once stated, "The beauty of the soul shines out when a man bears with composure one heavy mischance after another. Not because he does not feel them, but because he is a man of high and heroic temper." This wisdom extends beyond resilience. It reminds us that our outer appearance should reflect the strength, dignity, and authenticity that define us internally. True style is not about blindly following fashion. It is about curating a wardrobe that complements our essence. This means embracing trends only when they align with our unique aesthetic rather than allowing them to dictate our identity. The goal is to amplify, not overshadow, the individuality that sets us apart. Developing a refined sense of style requires more than just an eye for fashion. It demands self-awareness. How does a particular fabric feel against your skin? Does the way a garment moves reflect your energy and personality? Every piece of clothing we wear should feel like a natural extension of who we are, not a costume worn to impress others. When we dress in a way that aligns with our authentic self, we exude an effortless confidence that is inherently attractive. It signals to the world that we are comfortable in our skin, that we know who we are, and that we do not need external validation to define our worth. This sentiment echoes Ralph Waldo Emerson's words: "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." In the pursuit of silent attraction, fashion is not about standing out, it is about standing true. The courage to express oneself genuinely, combined with the confidence to remain distinct, creates an undeniable allure. So, the next time you choose an outfit, ask yourself, does this reflect who I truly am? Because when your style speaks your truth, the world listens. Number 5. The silent art of connection. Mastering nonverbal communication. Words can convey meaning, but the true essence of communication lies in what remains unspoken. Nonverbal cues, our posture, gestures, and expressions, carry a depth that language alone cannot capture. Have you ever observed someone who effortlessly commands attention without saying a word? Their power lies not in what they say, but in how they present themselves. Posture is the foundation of silent confidence. Standing tall is not just about physical alignment, it is a statement. It tells the world, I am here, I am present, I am confident. A person who carries themselves with strength and ease naturally draws others in, exuding an aura of self-assurance that is both compelling and reassuring. But posture alone is not enough. A warm smile has the ability to disarm, invite, and connect. It is a silent expression of openness, a universal signal that welcomes others without requiring a single word. A genuine smile is not just a facial movement, it is an energy, an unspoken promise of kindness that breaks down barriers and makes interactions feel effortless. Then there is eye contact, the most powerful of all nonverbal signals. It is not merely about looking at someone, it is about seeing them. When done with sincerity, eye contact forms an invisible bridge between two individuals, fostering trust and understanding. It says, I acknowledge you, I am fully here with you. Yet, balance is key. Too little eye contact conveys insecurity or disinterest, while too much can feel intrusive. The beauty lies in mastering this silent dance, ensuring each glance is a moment of genuine connection. Together, posture, smiles, and eye contact create an invisible force, an unspoken language of presence and warmth. These elements, when refined, cultivate an aura that draws people in, making them feel valued and seen without a single word spoken. Consider the transformation of Alex, once someone who walked through life with slumped shoulders and averted eyes. Alex often felt unseen, as if drifting unnoticed through social interactions. Conversations felt distant, and connections remained surface level. But a simple yet profound shift changed everything. By straightening their posture, offering smiles freely, and embracing eye contact with gentle confidence, Alex's world began to transform. People responded differently, engaging more openly, listening more attentively, and gravitating toward their presence. What had once been an invisible existence became one of meaningful connection. All without a drastic change in words or personality. So, how do these silent signals shape your daily interactions? Do you carry yourself with quiet confidence, allowing your presence to speak before your words do? Do you offer the kind of smile that makes others feel welcome? Do you engage in eye contact that reassures and connects? The mastery of nonverbal communication is not about grand gestures or rehearsed expressions. It is about the subtle, authentic ways we present ourselves to the world. In a time when words are abundant but genuine connection is rare. The ability to communicate through presence alone is an invaluable skill. Sometimes, the most profound messages are not spoken, they are felt. Number 6. The art of presence, a rare and magnetic quality. In a world where digital distractions constantly compete for our attention, the ability to be fully present has become a rare and powerful trait. The endless pings of notifications, the habitual glances at our screens, and the lure of virtual engagement often pull us away from the richness of real-life interactions. Yet, there is something undeniably magnetic about someone who can silence the noise and offer their undivided attention. Being present is more than just putting your phone away or avoiding the urge to check the time. It is an unspoken message: in this moment, you are my priority. When you engage with someone wholeheartedly, maintaining eye contact, nodding in understanding, and responding with genuine thoughtfulness, you create a space where they feel truly valued. It is not just about hearing their words, but about truly listening to understand, rather than merely waiting for your turn to speak. Why does this simple act hold such immense power? Because in a world where attention is fragmented and conversations are often shallow, the gift of full presence is extraordinarily rare. It is an act of generosity, giving your time, energy, and focus to another person without distraction. And in that space, real connections flourish, moments become meaningful, trust deepens. The most ordinary exchanges take on a special significance, simply because they are undivided and intentional. Think about the last time someone made you feel truly heard. Chances are, it left an impression. Perhaps they weren't the most eloquent speaker, nor did they offer grand advice, but their presence alone made the interaction memorable. This is the quiet power of being present. It is not about saying the perfect thing, it is about showing up with your full attention, making the person in front of you feel like they matter. So, how often do you give this kind of presence to others? How many interactions do you rush through, half engaged, your mind elsewhere? In a fast-paced world that prioritizes multitasking, being fully present is both a challenge and an opportunity to stand out, to build deeper relationships, and to leave a lasting impact without saying a word. True social magnetism is not about grand gestures or impressive words. It lies in the quiet but powerful ability to simply be there, fully, genuinely, and completely. Number 7. The power of etiquette. A quiet strength that commands attention. In a world overflowing with noise, where many strive to be seen and heard through bold gestures and loud proclamations, there exists a quieter yet far more powerful force, elegance through etiquette. True social magnetism is not just about what you say but how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how effortlessly you navigate social interactions. The most captivating individuals don't demand attention. They attract it through their refined grace and understated confidence. Good manners are the silent yet compelling notes in the symphony of human interaction. Often overlooked, yet profoundly impactful, they shape how we are perceived and how we make others feel in our presence. From offering a sincere "thank you" to holding the door open for someone, these seemingly small actions speak volumes about our character. They signal respect, attentiveness, and a deep understanding of the nuances that make interactions meaningful. Consider the subtle elegance of social etiquette, knowing how to engage in conversation without interrupting, accepting compliments with grace, or making introductions that put others at ease. These acts are not about rigidly following a rulebook but about cultivating a sense of awareness and consideration for the people around us. They create an atmosphere where others feel valued, comfortable, and drawn toward your presence. In today's fast-paced world, where interactions are often hurried and impersonal, etiquette serves as a breath of fresh air. It is not merely about adhering to social norms. It is an outward reflection of self-respect and discipline. It shows an ability to remain composed, thoughtful, and kind in any situation, a rare quality that naturally commands admiration. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This sentiment perfectly aligns with the essence of true etiquette, grace and dignity that come from within, not from external validation. Moreover, good manners are not about seeking approval but about embodying a sense of refinement that sets you apart effortlessly. In a society that often equates dominance with loudness, choosing to embrace poise and respect demonstrates true confidence. It is the understanding that strength does not always need to be asserted forcefully. It can also be found in the gentleness of a thoughtful act, in the patience of a well-measured response, or in the quiet assurance of someone who values their words and actions. So, how do you stand out with etiquette? You lead with kindness, listen with intention, and move through the world with a quiet but undeniable presence. You recognize that true charm is not about impressing others but about making them feel at ease in your company. When you master this, you won't need to seek attention, it will naturally gravitate toward you. Number 8. Cultural literacy. The key to deep connection and global awareness. The pursuit of cultural literacy extends beyond personal experience, opening the door to a world rich with diverse perspectives, languages, and histories. To be culturally literate is to possess a profound and quiet magnetism, one that does not demand attention but naturally draws people in. It is an invitation to explore the stories, traditions, and ideas that have shaped civilizations across centuries. More than just an intellectual endeavor, cultural literacy reflects a deep curiosity about the human experience and a willingness to engage with the world in a meaningful way. At its core, cultural literacy is about understanding, not just reading about different cultures. but truly immersing oneself in the nuances that make each one unique. It is about listening to the voices of the past and present, appreciating the artistry of different customs, and recognizing the interconnectedness of humanity. This kind of awareness fosters empathy, allowing us to see the world through the eyes of others and appreciate their struggles, triumphs, and traditions. A person who possesses cultural literacy naturally becomes a captivating conversationalist. Whether discussing history, global affairs, literature, or art, they bring a depth of knowledge that enriches every interaction. More importantly, they engage in discussions not to boast but to exchange ideas, creating an atmosphere of curiosity and intellectual excitement. Their awareness of global events allows them to connect with people from all walks of life, making them relatable and intriguing at the same time. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "Only the educated are free." This sentiment perfectly captures the essence of cultural literacy. To understand different cultures is to free oneself from the limitations of ignorance, to break down prejudices, and to embrace a mindset that is both open and expansive. It is an act of liberation, one that enriches not only the individual but also those who come into contact with them. In today's interconnected world, where digital platforms erase geographical barriers and global events have immediate ripple effects, cultural literacy is more important than ever. It equips us with the awareness to navigate conversations with sensitivity and intelligence, allowing us to engage in discussions with people from different backgrounds with respect and understanding. This ability to move seamlessly between cultural perspectives is an invaluable skill that fosters deeper connections, both personally and professionally. Yet, cultural literacy is not simply about being well-read or well-traveled. It is about adopting a mindset of inclusivity and curiosity. It is about recognizing that every culture, no matter how different from our own, has something valuable to teach us. When we engage with the world in this way, open-minded, eager to learn, and respectful of different ways of living, we cultivate an irresistible quality, the ability to make people feel seen, heard, and understood. In the end, the appeal of cultural literacy lies in its sincerity. It is not about collecting knowledge as a status symbol but about embracing a lifelong journey of learning. Those who seek to understand the world beyond their own experiences possess a quiet yet powerful charm, one that transcends borders, unites perspectives, and fosters relationships that are rich in depth and meaning. Number 9. The quiet power of empathy and compassion. At the core of every meaningful human connection lies an unspoken force, empathy and compassion. These qualities do not demand attention or seek validation, yet they have the power to profoundly shape the way we relate to one another. True empathy is not just about understanding someone's words. It is about feeling their emotions as if they were our own. It is the ability to sit with someone in their pain, to share in their joy, and to make them feel seen, heard, and valued. In a world that moves at an ever-accelerating pace, the act of slowing down to truly listen has become a rare and precious gift. Too often, conversations become transactions. People speak to be heard rather than to understand. But when we take the time to step into another's experience, when we set aside our own judgments and distractions to be fully present, something remarkable happens. We bridge the gap between mere acquaintances and forge deep, lasting bonds that stand the test of time. Empathy and compassion are not about grand gestures or dramatic displays of kindness. They manifest in the simplest moments, a comforting touch on the shoulder, a genuine, "How are you?" that expects more than a rehearsed response, a willingness to sit in silence with someone who is struggling. These small acts create an unshakable foundation of trust and connection, making others feel safe and understood in our presence. But how often do we allow ourselves to engage at this level? In the rush to meet deadlines, chase goals, and navigate our personal ambitions, it is easy to forget the quiet strength that comes from being there for others. Yet, it is in these moments of shared vulnerability that we show who we truly are, not as individuals chasing success, but as compassionate beings capable of deep, meaningful connection. Being a person of empathy and compassion does not mean absorbing the burdens of the world. It means acknowledging the emotions of others with kindness and understanding. This quiet strength is magnetic. It draws people in, not with flashy charisma, but with the undeniable warmth of a soul that truly cares. In a society where so many voices are clamoring to be heard, the ability to listen, not just with the ears, but with the heart, is an extraordinary and rare gift. Number 10. The magnetic power of humor. Among the many qualities that create a quiet yet compelling presence, humor shines as one of the most captivating. It is a universal language that dissolves barriers, warms hearts, and infuses interactions with a sense of ease. But true humor is not about commanding attention or delivering the loudest punchline. Instead, it thrives in subtlety, found in the well-placed joke that breaks tension, the light-hearted remark that brightens a conversation, or the shared glance that turns an ordinary moment into something unforgettable. At its core, humor is an invitation, an unspoken bridge between people that fosters connection. It signals an ability to see life through a lens of joy and resilience, an understanding that even in serious moments, there is room for levity. This kind of humor does not seek to overshadow others or demand the spotlight. Rather, it creates space for warmth and genuine engagement. It's about knowing when to inject a bit of laughter to lift spirits, when to ease a heavy conversation with a playful observation, and when to share a smile that says, "I see you, and we're in this together." The Stoic philosopher Seneca once remarked, "A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature." Humor, in many ways, is a reflection of that natural rhythm, a reminder that life, even in its complexities, is meant to be lived with lightness. By embracing humor, we don't just enrich our own experience, we invite others to do the same, creating an atmosphere where authenticity and joy can flourish. Think back to the last time you truly laughed with someone. Not a polite chuckle or a rehearsed reaction, but a moment of spontaneous, genuine amusement. Those are the moments that linger, that create bonds deeper than words alone. The beauty of humor lies not in its volume, but in its timing and sincerity. A simple quip, a shared smirk, an inside joke that only a select few understand. These are the quiet but powerful expressions of human connection. To cultivate this effortless charm, one doesn't need to be a comedian or possess an endless supply of witty remarks. Instead, it's about being present, attuned to the flow of conversation, and open to the moments that invite playfulness. It's about embracing the small joys, recognizing the absurdity of life, and allowing humor to arise naturally rather than forcing it. In doing so, you become a source of light in the lives of those around you, not because you demand attention, but because your presence makes the world feel just a little bit brighter. As you move through social interactions, remember that attraction is often built on the smallest, most unspoken gestures: a laugh shared, a joke exchanged, a moment of mutual amusement. These are the threads that weave the fabric of meaningful relationships. So, I challenge you to embrace humor as a quiet but profound force. Let it be a reflection of your lightness of spirit, a testament to your ability to find joy in the everyday, and a reminder that sometimes, the most magnetic presence is the one that leaves people smiling long after the moment has passed. Number 11. The art of mystery. Holding back to draw others in. In the pursuit of social magnetism, one might assume that openness is the key, that revealing everything about oneself fosters deeper connections. Yet, paradoxically, it is often the things left unsaid that hold the greatest allure. Just as a compelling novel does not divulge its entire plot in the first chapter, an intriguing individual does not lay all their secrets bare at once. Instead, they invite curiosity, allowing relationships to unfold at a natural and captivating pace. This practice is not about deception or hiding one's true self. Rather, it is an intentional way of revealing who you are, thoughtfully, gradually, and with purpose, like an artist who knows that blank space on a canvas is just as important as the paint itself. The ability to hold back adds depth to your presence. It creates an air of quiet intrigue, prompting others to lean in, to seek, to wonder, and in that process, the bonds formed are not just surface level but rich with meaning. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once remarked, "We are more curious about the meaning of dreams than about things we see when awake." This insight beautifully illustrates the power of the unknown. Just as dreams captivate us with their veiled meanings, the subtle withholding of information in social interactions invites curiosity. People are naturally drawn to what they do not fully understand, and it is this intrigue that makes someone unforgettable. But how do you decide what to reveal and what to keep reserved? The answer lies in self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Deeply listening to yourself and to those you engage with allows you to gauge the right moments to share. Instead of overwhelming a conversation with personal details, offer glimpses, enough to spark interest but not to exhaust the mystery. The beauty of this approach is that it respects both your boundaries and the organic development of relationships, allowing them to deepen at their own pace. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever been drawn to someone who seemed to carry an air of quiet mystery? Did their restraint make you more eager to learn about them? The principle of selective sharing is a powerful tool, not just for attraction, but for fostering genuine, long-lasting connections. It transforms interactions from mere exchanges of information into something more dynamic, something that evolves over time, layer by layer. In our fast-paced world, where oversharing is often mistaken for authenticity, choosing to reveal less can be a bold and compelling statement. It signals confidence, self-assurance, and an understanding that true connection is built not by overwhelming others with facts about oneself, but by inviting them into a journey of discovery. As we navigate the complexities of human interaction, Let us remember that the most profound relationships are often forged in the spaces between words. It is in these silent moments, where intrigue lingers, curiosity sparks, and understanding deepens, that real connection is born. The art of holding back is not about manipulation, but about respect for oneself, for others, and for the natural rhythm of meaningful relationships. Number 12. The power of self-care. Cultivating an irresistible presence. Far from being a passing trend, self-care is a profound act of self-respect, one that not only enriches your own life but also enhances your presence in the eyes of others. Prioritizing your well-being, both physically and mentally, is a silent yet powerful form of attraction. It radiates confidence, energy, and vitality, making you naturally magnetic to those around you. There is an undeniable allure in someone who takes care of themselves, not out of vanity, but as an expression of self-worth. When you nurture your body through regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate rest, you exude strength and resilience. When you feed your mind with knowledge, creativity, and moments of stillness, you cultivate depth and wisdom. This harmony between body and mind is what creates a presence that draws others in. Not with words, but with an unspoken vibrancy. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." In your way of thinking, his words remind us that happiness and fulfillment do not come from external sources, but from the way we care for ourselves internally. And when you feel good from within, that radiance naturally extends outward, influencing how others perceive and respond to you. In a world that glorifies hustle and constant productivity, taking time for self-care can feel like a luxury. But in reality, it is a necessity. Investing in your well-being is not just about looking good, it's about feeling good. It's about recognizing that when you treat yourself with kindness, patience, and respect, you set the standard for how others will treat you. More importantly, you become someone who inspires others to do the same. This dedication to self-care has a ripple effect. A person who is healthy, fulfilled, and balanced brings positivity to every interaction. They uplift others with their presence, not by demanding attention, but by embodying a life well lived. This is the essence of silent attraction, the ability to captivate not through excessive effort, but through the quiet power of self-assurance and inner peace. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." In this, we find a deeper truth. Self-care is not just about routines or habits. It's about staying true to yourself in a world that often pressures you to conform. When you embrace your own well-being as a priority, you naturally become more attractive, not just in appearance, but in spirit. As we conclude this journey into the art of silent attraction, remember that true magnetism lies in how you carry yourself, how you listen, and how you respect both yourself and others. It's not about grand gestures, but about the small, intentional acts that shape your presence. Your energy, your mindset, and your self-respect speak louder than words ever could. If this exploration resonated with you, consider sharing it with those who may benefit from it. A single act of reflection can spark profound transformation in someone else's life. And if you want to continue deepening your understanding of personal growth and attraction, stay connected to the Top Stoic Channel. Let each step you take be a testament to the power of self-care. And may your journey toward a more magnetic presence continue with confidence and purpose.